This movie is about Fight Club, a cult classic and one of the best movies ever made. It's directed by David Fincher, and the lead actors of this movie are Edward Norton as the narrator, Brad Pitt as Tyler Durden, and Helena Bonham Carter as Marla Singer. He is an adaptation of a novel named Fight Club, which was published in 1996 and authored by Chuck Palahniuk. Fight Club is the story of a common man who is not happy with his life and is tired of it, and finds an escape in his life. What is that escape? And why does everyone know about this movie today? I'm going to talk about it. Sorry, Tyler, because today I am going to break the first rule of Fight Club. Fight Club is a movie that starts with an ending, where the narrator is in a room and someone is pointing a gun at his mouth. Here, we hear the narrator saying that bombs have been planted in the nearby buildings and they are going to explode in a short while. And he knows this because Tyler knows this. There was no one else with the narrator in that room, not even Tyler. And then the narrator says that the reason behind all these bombs, guns, and violence is Marla Singer. And from here begins the whole story of the film, which is narrated by Edward Norton. The narrator has no name in this film because he is a reflection of all of us. The narrator is a representation of every man who is depressed and unhappy in life. He is an insomniac who is depressed, and nothing is motivating him in his boring life. He goes to support groups for relaxation and gets stress-free by pretending to be a testicular cancer patient under different names. After expressing his emotions, his insomnia started getting cured. This is his only escape for now. His comfort zone is disturbed by Marla Singer, who starts attending the same support groups and is herself an imposter. After Marla's arrival, the narrator again starts getting insomnia because his attention is now on this imposter. After talking to Marla, both of them decide that they will make a list of their support groups and will not attend each other's support groups. The narrator's boss sends him on a business trip, and while returning from that trip, the narrator meets Tyler, who is a soap salesman, on the flight. The two talk about something, where Tyler tells him that a bomb can be made from household items. This shows that Tyler's nature is opposite to the narrator's. When the narrator returns home, he finds his house on fire and everything is destroyed. After that, he finds Marla's number among the burnt items and calls her, but hangs up before he can talk. And he calls Tyler Durden, who had given him his visiting card. At first, he does not receive the call, and then a call comes on the same phone, which is from Tyler Durden. The narrator tells him everything, and they both meet in a bar. Here, Tyler's point of view is revealed in the conversation between these two. He believes that the house and its things are just things to which a person attaches emotions. Nowadays, people forget their real lives and run after luxury and end up becoming just consumers. Tyler is completely different from the narrator and thinks the opposite. On one hand, where the narrator is like a common man, he is a part of the crowd. Tyler is a person who does not care about money, work, or comfort. After talking for a while, when the narrator says that now he has to find a hotel to stay, Tyler asks him to talk openly. Without fear, he asks him to ask to stay at Tyler's house. After that, the narrator asks him, and Tyler says yes to him to come to the house. Before leaving, Tyler tells him, "Hit me as hard as you can." After this, the narrator tells us about Tyler. Tyler does part-time jobs as a film projectionist and as a waiter. Neither of these jobs is interesting, but Tyler's reason for doing these jobs is different. As a projectionist, he inserts a frame of adult films in the reel of a family film, and as a waiter, he harasses customers in restaurants. He acts as a terrorist in both these industries. Here, Tyler asks the narrator to hit him because he wants the narrator to come out of his comfort zone, and after this, both of them fight. After the fight, both of them sit and drink beer and relax. From here, their friendship begins as they live together in Tyler's house, and after this, both of them fight. Live together in Tyler's house, which is in ruins. Both of them release all their stress by fighting every day. Seeing them fight, Many men passing by the bar start fighting with them. The narrator understands that he is not the only one who is depressed in his life and is looking for an escape. Slowly, the number of people increased, and a fight club was formed, which is running in the basement of the same bar. After this, one day Marla calls the narrator for help. She had a problem due to an overdose, but he does not go to save her. Instead, Tyler goes to her. And after this, Tyler and Marla's relationship begins, which the narrator does not like at all. The narrator blackmails his boss so that he can collect money for the fight club and leaves his job. After some time, the fight club spreads across the country, and many people from different parts of the country join the fight club. Tyler forms a team with the members of the fight club, which is named Project Miam. The narrator was not involved in this team. This team was spreading all kinds of violence, and the narrator was not happy with this when a member of this team dies in a police shooting. The narrator tries to stop a project. He goes to all the cities where Tyler had gone to prepare members for Project Miam. Wherever he went, whichever member he met, they called him by the name of Mr. Durden. Confused by this, the narrator explains to him that he is not Tyler, and when he talks to Marla about this, she also calls him by the name of Tyler. And then that night, Tyler comes to the narrator's hotel room and reveals that Tyler and the narrator are the same person. Tyler is just an imaginary character, the narrator's second personality, and Tyler's personality comes out when the narrator is sleeping. When the narrator gets upset with all this and goes back home, he comes to know that Tyler plans to blow up the credit card records building with a bomb so that no one remains in debt. He goes to tell Marla the whole truth, but Marla gets upset with the narrator's two different behaviors and does not listen to him at all. When he goes to tell the police about this, it is revealed that the police are also members of this project. And when he goes to defuse the bomb, Tyler comes and stops him. There is a fight between them, after which Tyler takes the narrator to a building. When Tyler puts the gun in the narrator's mouth on the top floor of the building, the narrator understands that he has put it in his mouth, and he fires the bullet. The bullet hits his cheek and goes out, but because he has committed suicide, according to his mind, Tyler's personality dies. Then, some members kidnap Marla and bring her to the narrator, and they both hold each other's hands and watch the buildings fall. Tyler Durden was just a personality, which was triggered by Marla's entry, and hints of this were given many times in the film. Tyler is seen 4 times in single frames at the start of the film, and that is why when the narrator was telling about Tyler, he also talked about the film projection, because the narrator was adding Tyler to his life in the same way as Tyler was adding adult frames in that film. The narrator and Tyler do not talk to each other when there is a third person around. This is also a hint, and the biggest hint was when both of them met in a car crash. Tyler and the narrator were talking to 2 members sitting in the back seat. Even if Tyler's words are removed from that conversation, it will not seem like half of the conversation because it was the narrator who was talking to those 2 members. Tyler was driving the car at the time of the accident, but when he came out after the accident, he came out from the passenger seat and took the narrator out of the driver's seat. Tyler was that part of the narrator that wanted to become the narrator, but could not. That is why he was completely different from the narrator. The narrator was calm, while Tyler was rough and tough. The narrator did not like crime and violence, while Tyler's mindset was that of a criminal. Tyler's character in this film seems more interesting because, like the narrator, Tyler is also such a character for all of us, which we all want to become. A rebel who does not want to remain suppressed in society and hates the system. His methods may have been wrong, but his mindset and his opinion were not wrong, and that is why his character is attractive. And in the end, Tyler dies because the real Tyler has now taken complete control